Okay, I wanted to make a video because I feel a strong emotion coming over me and I want to confront it and show you what that looks like because I tend to do this a lot where I will question my thinking so that I can dig a little deeper. And I'm back in therapy and I'm back on medication, and those are things that I'm an advocate for. They do help, and I do feel better. It's been 6 months since I've started medication again, and I feel great. I feel very calm, but I also got tested for ADHD and got medicated for that. Slow or small dose. But I feel like I have a little bit more control again. I feel like myself. The strange thing that's going on in my head is that I used to be this way without medication, and now I need medication. But also, I've gotten on it, gotten off of it, managed for 2 years, and then things started kind of coming back up, and I got help because I noticed the pattern. And now I'm at this point in my journey where I've been putting myself out on the internet for 3 years, officially 3 years in May, and I feel confident, and I feel like I know what I'm doing, and I feel like I've always known what I'm doing, but the difference is I have a little bit more control of my thinking, where maybe previously I would spiral or feel emotional because I tend to have it mostly figured out. It's like I'm almost there. And I was telling my therapist this because definitely talking to someone that pushes you and asks questions helps you solve those questions you have. What am I trying to say here? Because I'm really good about doing it on my own, but sometimes you still need help. That's it. Sometimes you still need help. I've always considered myself to be a confident, independent person. Things have changed in my life. Looking back, that confidence was definitely fake. I was very insecure, and I think maybe still I'm like, is this real confidence or am I faking it? And it kind of goes back to that fake it till you make it. And maybe there's some truth to it. Maybe that's what we're learning. But I have been feeling a lot of emotions. I am going through some heavy therapy. We're talking trauma. And I think like I never compare my situation to someone else's. I always put us at a baseline. But I have went through a lot in my life, and I ignore a lot of that. And it's okay that you care, I care. Some things aren't fair. I'm excited to learn what the other side looks like. I think I'm entering a lot of unknown territory. And it's scary. And I'm putting myself out there, and maybe this is it, is I feel, even though It's a lot. I put myself in these situations. I went back to the doctor. I went back to therapy because I want to work on what's dragging me down, what's keeping me up at night. Why can I not move on even though I feel like I have? And something about trauma, I never wanted to like put that label on myself because I don't know, I just look at me. I feel like I'm a normal person. I figured it out. Does that make me special? I don't think so. I really don't. I did lose my thought. I ignore the bad stuff. I find a positive. I always do. There's always one. And one thing that I brought up because I'm confused by is that with trauma therapy, how does it work if I can't remember anything? Or if I only remember things up to a certain extent? Or but my last therapy appointment, some things did come out and I think it gave me a little bit of hope. I mean, I'm already a hopeful person, but I think like hope in, no, I really believe this. It's happening. This is the challenging part. I am in the challenging part and I have to just keep moving forward. That's how I feel. Even though it doesn't feel like it's anything, it feels very small because I brush it off to be small, and I do that. But I think getting help is very important. And in some of my previous videos, earlier on, I was medicated and then I talked about how I stopped going to therapy. And at that time in my life, I really felt like I didn't need therapy anymore. I was showing up to my appointments and there was nothing to talk about. Like, I didn't want to like think about the bad. And so, like I said, for 2 years, it was pretty up. And during that time, that's when I learned, or actually after the fact, looking at it from a different perspective, it's okay to try to do it on your own. You know, this has happened a lot when I get on antidepressants and there comes a point where I'm like, I don't think I need the medication anymore. And I think this happens to a lot of people where they get on it and then they decide to get off of it, but then they decide they need to get back on it. And it's like this back and forth. Maybe we have a negative light on it. Maybe that's nice that you want to try to manage yourself, manage your emotions. But I think there is times when it is helpful when you can't. And I think we often have that confidence and then we start to doubt ourselves. Don't doubt yourself. It worked, you got off, and then you needed it again. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's gonna be a really good year. I feel it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. And that's all I'll say. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for bearing with me while I share another piece of myself with you. I am gonna upload this video today, just in case it needs to fall on certain ears. But I'm gonna continue posting some of my old videos just to show you what the process has looked like getting to this point in my life. And I also have a few other like long videos of me talking, and I don't know if you enjoy that type of content, but I enjoy putting myself out there because it gets easier, and this is what I do. This is how I make my income. And I never thought I would be one of those people. It just seemed too unrealistic. I have to believe in myself now. Like, truly. And show up confidently, truly. It's all gonna be worth it. Thank you for watching. See you guys on the next video. Bye!